We're going to cut across to PJ, who's got somebody to talk to. PJ?
Thank you, Tony. How are you? And we have Charmaine Chapman from one of the treasures in our local area, but also across the region. It's the Howick Historical Village. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And Charmaine, what's your position with the Howick Historical Village?
So I'm events and marketing team leader. So I look after promoting the village, as well as our live days and any special events that we have.
Okay, and the village has been well established here in Lloyd Elsmore Park for a long time, but how about this car show in terms of an event for Lloyd Elsmore Park, and also it's running in conjunction and just next door to your marvellous historic village?
Yes, I'm very excited about this because it brings in people from outside of the community that might not necessarily know about the Howick Historical Village. And yes, we have been around for 30 years now, a long time. And we are a living museum for those that don't know about it. We've got 30 buildings, original and restored, from the Fenceville settlers that came to New Zealand in 1840. And we open 7 days a week to the public, only closed 4 days a year. And usually it's $15 entry fee, and today we're offering gold coin donation. We've got a few volunteers out there dressed in costume today, and the blacksmith's going. But our main event that we have every month on the third Sunday is our live day. And that's where we have about 40 to 50 volunteers dressed up in costume, and they take you back into the 19th century. And they're dressed up in, proper attire, and they'll be cooking and making butter and doing all sorts of activity for the children. It's a really beautiful family day on live days.
Oh, that's fantastic. So when exactly is the next live day?
20th of March. It's the Sunday. 20th or the 21st. Yes, I think it's the 20th.
It'll be 2 weeks today.
That's exactly correct, yes. And then I saw earlier on a lot of children climbing on the horse bus that's sitting just around the corner there. And I said to them, please, can you get off? But you can come back on live day, because then we have 2 Clydesdale horses coming, and you can have horse and cart rides on a live day. And this live day is going to be called Water, Wells and Washing. So washing was a very big thing for the Fencivilles and in the 19th century, because they had to go to the well and dig, for their water. They didn't do it every day. The girls were taken out of schools to do their washing and help out. They had to make their own soap. It was a big, laborious, task. And so we'll be doing a few of those activities, as well as having a giant slippy water slide for the children.
A big part of running a historic village, a museum like you've got with the Howick Historical Village, is also, relying and utilising, all the efforts of great volunteers. And, we've seen people, in costume, and that's one of the great things about Live Day too, because everybody gets in costume, from that period.
Exactly. And that's what I am privileged to do. I look after the volunteers, and we've got over 140 on our database that give up of their time and just willingly come in when I ask, and because we have quite a lot of events going on, and I treasure them because they are, gold to us. I just can't be thankful enough for them. I love each and every one of them. And just while you were talking there, I was thinking about our buildings that we have for hire. We've got our beautiful Bell House, which is the #1 historic building, and we hire that out for weddings and functions and not really 21st, because it's sort of, it's a historic building, so we want to keep it, special anniversary birthdays and things. And we've got our beautiful chapel, which is so unique and seats about 50 to 70 people. So if you are having a smallish wedding, no more than 70, please get in touch with us, because we'll, show you around.
And how about school groups and school tours, and also tours for seniors, especially during the week?
Yeah, that's right. And we have school visits, almost daily. We get on Tuesday, we've got 120 children coming from different schools. Our education department do a fantastic job there. And obviously the older people and all sorts of groups. We've got garden groups, the Probus groups, and they come and have their meetings, or they come and have lunch at the cafe and walk around the village. So you can either choose if you wanted to be a bit more active, which is a live day where there's lots of things happening, or you can choose to come and have a quiet day, just wandering around, reading, having a picnic lunch. We've got beautiful surrounding, beautiful setting there. And I'm just about to tell you that today at 2:30 we have a Victorian school lesson going on in the village. So if you haven't been through the village yet, I would suggest that you go there, start heading there now, and just get ready for the school.
Thank you, Charmaine. And also, what time are you open to this afternoon, and how can people get in contact with you?
So the last entry is 4 p.m. And then we close at 5, because we sort of say it takes about an hour or so to walk around. And please get in touch with me at village@fencible.org.nz or phone the Howick Historical Village. So village@fencible.org.nz. And I will happily speak to you about anything. I mean, we've just had Pride and Prejudice of play here, and they used the village as the backdrop, and it was absolutely successful and fantastic. And we had Haunted Auckland last week here doing talks. So now we've got a lot of activity, and we do want community involvement. So if you've got a community group, just bring the ideas to me and we'll try and make it happen for you.
And also, if you're a television and film producer as well, it's also a great location for filming. If there's anybody floating around and you need a particular period backdrop, Howick Historical Village is perfect for that, because there was some shows filmed over the last couple of years there, and I'm not too sure whether they're actually being screened yet.
And that's what I'm very excited about, is the movie Mahana. It is called The Patriarch in other parts of the world, but it's Mahana, and it's been advertised all over TV, all over. They actually did part of the filming here at the village. So I was in the movie house the other day, and they were putting the trailer on, and I'm sitting there going, oh, this was filmed at the village, oh, there's the village, and I was so excited. So anyway, thanks guys, I hope to see you there. Thanks for your support.
That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. We've been talking to Charmaine Chapman from the Howick Historical Village. Don't forget, it's open. Well, for the last activities, you can get along there at 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock the gates close. And if you want to get involved with a classroom, a teaching lesson from the Victorian age, get over there at 2:30. But what a wonderful asset we have in our area, but also in the Auckland region with the Howick Historical Village. Thanks, Charmaine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, BJ, that's great. And I've got a couple more.